struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family.
Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale. We look back at some of our favorite player interviews.
It gives you smiles.
Special guest, the professor, breaks down top NBA player moves.
He hesitates for a second, and he explodes in the basket.
We update you on all the 2K Pro Am Road to the Finals action. And there's 100,000 VC going to the top play of the season. You vote on who wins it in 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew time till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. Tonight we're going to be watching LeBron James, still physically superior in just about every matchup. He says he feels his athleticism has waned a little, Shaq. I'm not sure if I see it.
Well, he's older, but listen, Ernie, I played with this guy. He's 275, 5% body fat. He's an absolute handful to deal with in the post and on the open floor. Still the best player in the game, absorbs the contact without flinching, and still moves.
Here live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Wilson, Fournier comes in for Oladipo, and Freak subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Come on, show LeBron. And it's Udrich in for J.R. Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Irving. And it's Udrich in at the 2-guard.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Orlando grabs the miss. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Here's Irving. Count the bucket. Irving's got his third basket of the night.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Kevin. We have a star-studded matchup with LeBron James going against Freak, who had this to say about playing against the King.
Man, he's just an athletic freak, you know? People call me freak, but he's a freak on the court. He can do everything: shoot, pass, defend, play all 5 positions. He's just a world-class competitor, a great leader for his team, and I look forward to playing against him.
Both guys mean so much, Clark, to their team. Who do you give the edge to in this game?
I typically lean towards the home team, Kevin, and that's where I'm going to go. No disrespect to LeBron here. He's the perennial MVP, but Freak is, he's one of the brightest up-and-coming players we have in the game today, and he looks extremely motivated to defend home court, too. So I think he'll make it happen, him and his team.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Udrih. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. Pass to Udrih. Floats one. Rebounded by Tucker. The Magic trail by 14. Here's Fournier. Here's Azania. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For Orlando, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since when.
Here. Vucevic checked in for P.J. Tucker. Fournier comes in for Hazanya. Freaks checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Shumpert. Beno Udrih, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Right side Jennings passes it to Nicholson and stolen by Love. No one near James as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Jennings kicks to Freak. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Love with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Freak missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Fournier's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Udrih, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. Freak. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers ahead.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron and...
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better basketball than we played in the first half. The three-point shot hasn't been a reliable weapon yet, but if we can get it to drop, things will open up for us inside. Keep working hard to get into space and find good looks from deep. Now, that wasn't our only issue.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 16 points.
Orlando making some changes. Hezonja, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Freak subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Cleveland also making some changes. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Love. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Udrich in for Kyrie Irving. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Fournier out there with Freak. And it's Hezonja in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. It's tipped. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Iman Shumpert. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay in the game enough to force an extra session.
I mean, boy, they were close, really, right up until the finish line. But I thought they were going to get over the hump, but it was not meant to be.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers on top, delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next.
Check it out.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron James is out there with Young. Then it's Udrich. And it's Cowan in at the center position. Feeds it to Nicholson. Fournier dishes to Freak. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
To the paint. There's the dish to Stauskas. 4 on the shot clock. Poke loose, and that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Andrew Nicholson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Fry's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. Stauskas, and he gets it to go from the corner.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Orlando moving the ball around. Watson, the pass to Freak. Kicks to Freak. Dishes it to Dedmon. This one for 3. Fournier's shot is off. Cleveland controlling the game. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Well, Orlando shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Kept alive, goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now Udrich. Pass to Cowan. The feed to Fry. There's the pass to Young. Kicks to Stauskas. Screen by Young. Here's Fry. Here's Stauskas. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Fournier in the corner. He kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Tucker. The shot. Fournier's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Out to the right wing. Stauskas dishes to Udrich. The shot is off. The Magic have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he gets it to go. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
They set the screen. Udrich, the pass to Fry. To the inside. He dishes it to Udrich. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. To the inside. Watson. The layup off target.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Fry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Hezonja in for Evan Fournier. And Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert's checked in. Freak kicks to Watson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Udrich. Here's Dedmon. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. 2 minutes. Shumpert dishes to Udrich. And Fry has it in the corner. Back to Shumpert. That's tipped. But he recovers it. They set the pick. Pass to Fry. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Fry's got 4 points this quarter. For Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Now here's Freak. D right on him. And Watson has it in the corner. Dedmon kicks to Freak. Expanding his range. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for them in the end.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Vucevic with the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cowan passes to Shumpert. Passes to Young. Back to Shumpert. Fires the three. And the shot is good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar.
Season. You vote on who wins it in 2K TV Interactive.
Tune in now. Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale.
We look back at some of our favorite player interviews.
It gives me smiles.
Special guest, the professor, breaks down top NBA player moves.
He hesitates for a second, and he explodes to the basket.
We update you on all the 2K Pro. And there's 100,000 VC going to the top play of the season. You vote on who wins it in 2K TV Interactive.
Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, they've built some momentum early on in the season and have shown they're trending in the right direction. As the season's progressed, so has their success and their ability to produce. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. The Bucks will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee. And, of course, Freak is looking to find his niche with his new team.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really do.
Subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And then for Milwaukee, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. John Lure comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Vaughn in for Chris Middleton. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Miles Plumlee out there with John Lure. Then it's Carter Williams. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Vaughn in at the 2.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Over to the left wing. There's a screen. Pass to Fournier. Fires from deep. And he gets it to go. Fournier's got 9. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Magic lead by 6. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Vaughn. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Miles Plumlee. And it's Lure in at the 4 slot.
This is a hostile environment right now.
Yeah, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it's hard to play when your home fans are heckling you. You have to wonder if they'll make a move to maybe send him somewhere else.
Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound. Plumlee. The shot no good. Magic leading by 8. Freak. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Freak's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm speechless, Kevin. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he gets the bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Freak kicks to Vucevic. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Tight defense on him. The shot's good from Plumlee.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Freak passes to Nicholson. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about their role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's Vucevic, and it's Orlando with another.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Plumlee, the pass to Vaughn. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee sets the pick for Carter Williams. With the clock winding down, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. Plumlee with the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Lua. Here's Plumlee. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That's good from Hazzania. Orlando making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Nicholson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Evan Fournier. And the clock runs out, and we're hit. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
It's been about his...
Fournier's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Freak subbed in for Oladipo. Milwaukee also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Greg Monroe, and it's John Lure in for Jabari Parker. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Jennings out there with Freak, and it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And a wide open look for Freak. Cans it from downtown. Freak's got 10 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing. Got it. Get the ball inside.
Out left to the wing. Fournier passes to Freak. Outside Jennings. To the middle. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. 3-on-3. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Right block shot. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Nicholson dishes to Freak. He kicks to Jennings. Pick by Vucevic. Outside Jennings. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Jennings has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Dishes it to Fournier. Down low, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
There's the pick. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 8th assist in the game. Freak with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Out to the wing. And Fournier kicks to Freak. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Bucks trail by 10. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Carter Williams with it. 6 points for him. Middleton outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Freak. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton for three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Jennings passes to Freak. Vucevic against Plumlee. Vucevic with the bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton dishes to Carter Williams. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Tries a three. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Middleton. 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jennings passes to Nicholson. And Vucevic kicks to Jennings. Freak with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Fournier dishes to Freak. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for Hezonja. Watson, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Freak subbed in for Bateman. The Bucks also with the sub. John Lure, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. On the court for the Bucks. John Henson out there with Monroe. Then there's Parker. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Lure into the small forward position. .32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he gets it to go.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbounds.
Here's Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first one drops. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lure lays it up and banks it in.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Teams in the penalty. At the line, shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. The pass to Hezonja. And here's Watson. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
Anytime you deliver that.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Being on some chill, we go 0-2.
the finals action. And there's 100,000 VC going to the top of the season. You vote on who wins it in 2K TV Interactive.
Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale.
We look back at some of our favorite player interviews. Breaks down top NBA player moves.
Hesitates for a second, and he explodes to the back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things. Here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, you
you've been practicing, man. Always. You'll see tonight. I don't doubt it. I'll be the one putting on the real show.
Yeah, 9 to 5, anything to say about it.
Best start warming up now if you want to be anywhere near my level. Always a talking street. See you out there, man.
We are in Orlando, Florida, as the Magic are about to go into this interconference contest right here. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And for the Warriors, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
The only cautionary note I'd make is that you don't want to peak too soon. You want to be playing your best basketball when the postseason rolls around.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Ian Clark out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Bogut in at the 5. Roman the paint.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because I just settled.
Andre Iguodala. And it's Rush in for Thompson. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Here's Vucevic. Freak dishes to Vucevic, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Magic lead by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
You know what? He's really alienated himself from these fans. It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it really is, Greg. You don't like to see that, but he made himself public enemy number one simply by comments that he made and some of his antics. Hopefully it's a learning experience for him.
Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Fournier out there with Freak, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. That one is off. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Golden State. And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 6. Kicks it to Barnes. Pass to Clark. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Freak. And he banks in the layup. Freak's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
Really aggressive play there. Taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
It's deflected. Now here's Barnes. Defense is right there. Rush. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any.
For the Magic. Hazonia, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. Watson comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Freak subbed in for Payton. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Varejão. Draymond Green comes in for Andrew Bogut. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Brandon Rush. 6 to shoot. It's Thompson off the drive. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Now the feed to Tucker. Freak kicks to Watson. And stolen by Barnes. The dish to Clark. On the wing, Green. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Another miss by Orlando.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Freak. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Klay Thompson has been sensational. He comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings. Golden State also making some changes. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Rush in for Ian Clark. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Thompson is out there with Rush. And it's Serafin in at the center position. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
fourth personal foul. At the line for the Magic, Kevin Seraphin. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Seraphin.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Payton in the corner. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Freak passes to Payton. Vucevic's screen on Thompson. Payton dishes to Freak. 5 to shoot.
I think they've got to get back to what they were doing in the first half if they want to win this game. I mean, they're shooting it poorly, and that's really due to the fact that they've not been as sharp in their execution.
Payton against Thompson. Payton kicks to Freak. Once again off the mark, Orlando. It'll count. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors leading by 22, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for Orlando, Freak, he's in at the point. Hezonja is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Andrew Nicholson and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Screen by Bogut. Thompson outside. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Bogut on the assist by Thompson. And it's 6 points for Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Inside, out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Warriors have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. Iguodala outside. Passes it to Thompson. Pick by Varejao. Shot clock at 6. From deep, It's hauled in by Watson.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Magic.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Thompson. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Pass to Bogut. Pick by Varejao. It's Bogut with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shooting for Orlando, Andrew Bogut at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Bogut. And Bogut drops them both. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Freak dishes to Dedmon. Watson kicks to Freak. Will it go? And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Dedmon, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
At the line, shooting one. Dwayne Dedmon.
And that one misses. Here's Clark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal,
Yo, look towards the darkness.
season finale.
We look back at some of our favorite player interviews.
It gives you smiles.
Special guest, the professor, breaks down.
Takes for a second, and he explodes the basket.
We update you on all the 2K Pro Am Road to the Finals action. And there's 100,000 VC going to the top player.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at Denver, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. For the Hawks over the last few years, they've brought in some faces and tactics from San Antonio. Shaq, are they really the San Antonio Spurs East, as we've heard in recent years?
Well, Coach Budenholzer was a former San Antonio Spurs assistant. They run a similar motion offense with spacing in the ball movement. They're not the Spurs yet because they don't have any players that can create ISO plays.
It's interconference time for these Nuggets as they come in as the visiting team. The Hawks still playing on their home court in this one.
Ready?
And, of course, Thiago Splitter. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
You know what the trade means to me?
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Horford. He dishes it to Freak. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Hardaway. Chandler with the steal. Here's Barton. He's guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Chandler's got his first 3 points of the game. The Hawks leading by 10. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. From downtown. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Over the last few weeks, let's see how the Nuggets have performed. 5th in rebounding, 5th in free throw percentage, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and, maybe more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the board.
He used that pick just right.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Nurkic can't hit.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Freak with it. Now Chandler defending. Freak dishes to Scott. Freak kicks to Ilyasova. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
No good. On the free throw. And he's good on the second. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Schroeder passes to Freak. Now Schroeder. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Hawks on top as they end the first quarter on a 9-1 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have. It's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. So on the floor for Denver, Wilson Chandler out there with Laverne. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Augustine in at the point guard. Here's Freak. Denver grabs the miss. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Scott dishes to Freak. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Nuggets trail by 19. Now here is Augustine. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nurkic kicks to Barton. This one for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Freak. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
There's the screen. For the 3, Chandler. Shot is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
Nurkic. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. In the third spot, the Hawks.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Shooting 2. Opportunities get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Passes it to Freak. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Scott with the screen on Augustine. Schroeder passes to Freak. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Barton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Now the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Laverne. Dishes to Augustine. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Scott dishes to Freak. Out to Hardaway. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's Freak, top of the key. 5 on the clock. Trying to get back on track. Laverne grabs the miss. And here's Augustine. That'll do it for the first half. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Al Horford has been. The Hawks leading by 17. Freak in at shooting guard. Scott is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. So that's the Hawks 5. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Chandler. 14 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Trying his luck deep and counting. Three-pointer good on the shot from Freak. Freak's got 6 points.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And Nurkic gets it to go. He's got 5.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
He feeds it to Chandler. From 11 feet away, offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Barton. Nice shot from the wing. Barton's got 5 now.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And Freak throws it down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's the screen. There's the feed to Barton. Tipped away. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside, and they're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball inside.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Freak. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Laverne is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Barton in at the point. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Nuggets.
And beyond the actual result of this game, Fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Horford. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now here's Fareed. He's covered closely. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Gary Harris comes in for Laverne. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Will Barton. Second free throw, no good. Freak with it. Chandler with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting for Atlanta, Wilson Chandler at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Now, Freak. Launches it. Misses the shot. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Good win.
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Al Horford, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was gone.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
You must be frustrated with all those mistakes out there tonight. What are you going to do to try to limit those next time out?
I just got to be better, man. It's unacceptable how many times I turn the ball over. Unacceptable. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm sure my teammates are disappointed in me too. So if anything, I got to make this up to them. They deserve better.
you didn't make much of a contribution tonight in the win. Is it fair to say you were coasting?
No, it's not fair at all. I work hard to be an important contributor to this team. And they know they're never getting anything less than 100% from me. But I ain't perfect. Sometimes I just have a bad game. And that's what happens. A bad game. That's it. Let's move on. Who's next?
With just having joined this team, are you having any trouble developing chemistry with your new teammates?
No, I won't say that at all. It takes time to adjust to a new team, and that's no different here. I've already gotten to know a lot of these guys pretty well, and I feel like it's going to be a great fit for me. So I hope that answers you guys' question.
favorite player interviews.
It gives you smiles.
Special guest, the professor, breaks down top NBA player moves.
He heads and he explodes in the basket.
We update you on all the 2K Pro Am Road to the Finals action. 100,000 VC going to the top play of the season. You vote on who wins it in 2K TV Interactive.
Tune in now. Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale.
We look back at some of our favorite player interviews.
It gives you smiles.